necessity in the post-COVID era. It's a time of the year to decide about your future and hope the students we have completed plus two have eagerly waiting to enroll yourself in colleges. Most of you would be busy in planning, deciding, and analyzing that what you want to achieve in life and what are all the courses that you want to opt for. However, this decision is crucial for both parents and for students. It's very important decision that you have to take. It includes a lot of considerations, preferences, likes before making the right decision. Today, Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences, we are here to help you, to guide you in making the right decision. We will be helping you to explore the courses available after PU second year, especially in science stream. And I'm pretty sure that it will help the parents too in guiding their children. And today we have experts from industry and academia, and they'll give a talk on scope, opportunities, and career aspects and skills what you need in various sectors of life sciences. It is a great opportunity to meet the eminent speakers in the same platform who are experts in the field. I request all the participants to subscribe to our Padma Shri Institute of Management and Science channel in YouTube, and all our webinars will be live streamed in the YouTube channel too. I request all the participants to stay until the end of the webinar. If you have any queries, you are most welcome to ask in the chat box. And if you want to interact with the speaker, you please click the raise hand option. You will be unmuted. And for the first talk, I am extremely honored to welcome our first speaker, Dr. M. Anuradha, Principal, Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences. She is the director of PIMS Research Center and Biotech Finishing School from 2011 to till date. She has the academic and research experience in nutraceuticals, medicinal plants in research, and plant biotechnology. She worked with many national and international agencies for developing many new nutraceutical products for human and veterinary use. She was a governing council member for the Government of Karnataka, and she is the member for Vision Group of Biotechnology, Government of Karnataka. Right now, she is the chairperson in designing the syllabus for MEP curriculum for the subjects of home science, nutrition and dietetics, clinical nutrition, human development, care and welfare. And she has filed many patents for her research, and one is US patent and 2 Indian patents. We welcome Dr. M. Anuradha, Madam, to talk about blooming career options in the post-pandemic era. It's over to you, Madam.
Thank you, Sharada, for your nice introduction. Hope my voice is very clear.
Yes, ma'am, you are clear.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Today, let us just have a brief discussion about what exactly is happening to our careers after this post-pandemic era. All of you know that we had gone through very tough and challenging times, and all of us are getting into normalcy. Now, when we are getting into normalcy, our first thought is 2 years, most of the students are there at home, either they are in +2 or in UG, and just 6 months to 7 months back, all of them are getting into their regular activities. At that time, we are really feel confused, puzzled, and at crossroads. Even at this age, we feel that we are at crossroads many times, and we feel confused and puzzled when it comes to our career, because we always think that career is success and success is happiness. These 3 things we link, and we generally get confused in our activities. First, let us know what exactly is happiness. Who is the most successful person? Do we think the most successful person is the richest person, or the most successful person is the person what he is trying to do? Do you think that most successful person is Bill Gates and Adani's and Tata's or Ambani's or whatever so it is, whoever so it is? Do you think most happiest people are also the same? I don't think so. These two are 2 different categories. There are only few people, handful of people, who can be successful and who can have the same career as their passion. For example, singers like S.P. Balasubramaniam. Day and night, they sung hundreds and thousands of songs, lakhs of songs in different languages. His career and his passion both are same. That's why I enjoyed. And people like Dr. Sudha Murthy and Dr. Narayan Murthy, they are really have fulfillment in their life because their career and their passion both are same. In this regard, definitely I suggest you, my dear students and other participants, do your SWOT analysis. What is this SWOT analysis? Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. These three things, these four things you have to analyze, and you try to enjoy what you do. And career is your choice, your perfect choice. You need to make your choice with a cautious decision. Take guidance of the people, take guidance of your elders, take guidance of the people in the same field. Don't think that, okay, in this, if I take this, I can get a lot of money, I can earn money, I can get a very good job. Any career you chose, you can get a job if you are best at it. That's what my message for today. Now, let us see the challenges and opportunities. I always feel that if there is a challenge, there is definitely an opportunity. That is being clearly proven during this pandemic times. Many people have converted all the challenges into opportunities. For example, when the textiles were suffering because no one is bothered to buy a Kanjivaram sari during the pandemic period because we are worried, we are suffering, we are having a lot of problems. At that time, we definitely thought about a mask, which is a reusable mask. Overnight, most of the textile companies have become masks. I feel mask making companies, I feel India is the one which made lots and lots of types of masks. Overnight, education system has become online, and all of us are sitting at home and studying, and nothing has changed. And people who are like old timers, who are about to retire, who are not very well versed with technology, also got used to this Zoom, got used to this Google Meets, got used to Microsoft's. And every challenge is being converted into an opportunity. I feel really economy, though it has struggled for various reasons. Yes, tourism has struggled. Hospitality, to certain extent, has struggled. But there are some industries which had 300%, 3000%, 4000% has growth because there is a demand for skilled manpower. There were times where people said, if you know biotechnology, if you know how to handle a pipette, please come to us. We will train you in doing the COVID testing. They took the manpower left, right, center. They have been paid 30,000 rupees per month. Even they are just BSc or PUC. That was the situation for the skilled manpower. Health sciences, allied health sciences, biotechnology, life sciences, food sector, all these sectors had real booming period because they were giving us the support. I don't know where from these, they are the gods, God given for us. And these are the challenging times which we really enjoyed our life with our family. When you when you convert it into an opportunity, and we try to shape up our career which is a service oriented, which is needy. When nature is against us, when everything is against us, what kind of career we have to choose? If we should not sit at home, we should make our career with a very cautious decision. When necessity is the mother of invention, definitely creativity is the father of success. If you have to be successful, you need to be creative, and you have to be creative in the places where it is necessary. Many people think that creativity is the one which you will have only in singing songs or in dancing, or only in these things creativity will be there. But it is not so. Creativity is the one, even while wiping a floor, you can be creative. You can be creative by constructing a vaccine. Your creative brain should be very active. If your creative brain should be active, you have to be always passionate to be the best in the career path what you have chosen. Now, when you have, okay, we have chosen that we want to be a biotechnologist, we want to be a food technologist, we want to be an engineer, we wanted to be a doctor. What is expected? Whoever so it is, whichever career you choose, whichever career you choose, whichever job you want to do, whatever you want to be after 5 years, after 10 years, first thing what you need to have is planning. It is essential. It is essential. Plan from now. When we wanted to do this webinar, we have planned from past 1 week. And the planning went on with a lot of teamwork, lot of multitasking. In this, so many people are involved. So many people are working back end. So many people are working front end. So many people are working to reach you. This is called as planning. It is required in your career also. And you need to have multitasking. That's what it says, dual degree. What do you mean by dual degree? When you are doing, for example, you are taking up biotechnology, you better get very good in C++, Java, and other things also, Python also. Then you can become a bioinformatist. How these vaccines have become so quickly, they have come into the picture because entire gene sequencing, entire bioinformatics tools are available to us. Otherwise, it would have taken 10 years to make a vaccine available for all of us. And you need to have soft skills, good speaking skills, the good communication skills, team developing skills, personality skills. Go to coaching classes, practice before the mirror, and try to develop this in a fun way with your friends. Be part of your college clubs, and then you can develop this connectivity, internet networking with people, and publications. Whatever you identify, whatever you research, which may be very smallest thing. Your grandmother may say that this particular herb can clear the throat very quickly. Then you publish it. You try to get the information and publish it, which is very, very important, which will make you the one in this scientific society. Language, very, very important. Be cautious about your language, soft spoken, and also very clear in communicating the things. Don't forget to do projects and internships, which are very, very important. When it comes to your jobs, you can learn many things. Even in internships, every day, if you learn to go sharp by 9:30 and sitting at one place and working whatever they are telling and just coming out by 5:30 will also be a learning. You need not do anything. You just go to the office and see how the office etiquette is there, how they do it, where they keep their mobiles, whether the mobiles are allowed inside or not, how the discipline need to be maintained, how to behave with your team leader, how to behave with your team partners. All these things you can learn during the internships. That's why do the internship, whether it is there in the curriculum or not. During your semester breaks, do your internship and develop good communication skills. That is very, very, very important. This is the era of communication. Learn good communication skills, and your personality is very, very important. These are all expected. You can see a small cartoon here. Here, a person has gone for an interview to IKEA. IKEA, I think you might be knowing, IKEA is the one which is manufacturing the furniture and other manufacturing company. This man is telling that you make your chair and sit. That's what is expected in the company. He would have gone for some scientific job, or he would have gone from some other job. But we expect multitasking. We expect everything, anything. If you are asked to drive a lorry in the night, you should be able to do it. That is a talent what industries expect. And understand, it is equally difficult to get a job in the industry, and also equally difficult to get a good employee also. A good skilled manpower is at the is most needed now, most sought now. So try to be one with all these characteristics what I'm talking today, along with your degrees, whichever course you join, whichever college you join, along with your degrees, you have to develop all these things simultaneously. Nobody will teach you all these things. You need to learn. Now, you're a blessed generation you are. You are having lot of access to YouTube, internet, and so many places. For everything, you get one beautiful lecture in the YouTube. You listen to that and plan your career. If you plan properly in these 3 years or 5 years, you can be happy forever throughout your life. That is what is required when you are planning your career. And how you have to be. You should be thinking out of box, and there should not be no rote learning. What do you mean by this out of box thinking? When entire world is going behind one particular program, they want to become engineers, they want to become doctors. You think, what are the other segments? which are really supporting. Who is discovering a chemical, a tablet, an antiviral compound? Not a doctor. Doctor is prescribing it. A scientist who is behind that is going to do that. And who is testing it? A clinical research person is testing it. Who is manufacturing it? A pharma manufacturer is manufacturing it. Who is marketing it? Some MBA guy is marketing it. Then doctor is prescribing it, you are buying and gulping it. So you have a wide range of careers. Don't worry that you don't be one among this sheep crowd. You be something different. There should not be rote learning, and try to be practical based learning. Whatever you do, you try to do it with your hands, dirty your hands. That is very, very important. And you need to participate in forums, debates, seminars, wherever it is, whoever is conducting. Don't even think that whether I get a prize or not. Participation is very, very important. Participate in forums, debates, and seminars. And you need to find out a good mentor. As soon as you get into a college, try to find out a good mentor. Try to identify a teacher who can mentor you. They are like your second parents. They can take you to the next level, whoever the teacher is. No teacher will guide the student in a wrong direction. He will always guide the student in a right direction. Then what you should do? You should innovate your ideas. You should do job-oriented add-on courses along with this simultaneously. Even if you do an yoga course simultaneously, worth it. Do some job-oriented add-on courses. Go to as many industries as possible, not like a picnic. Go to industry and see how the industry works, and listen to expert talks carefully. In every talk, there will be one or two things to learn. Then you have to do projects and internships that I have already told you, and develop soft skills. And the most important thing is competitive examinations. Most of us don't even know about these competitive examinations, what are these competitive examinations, and where you can get into, how you can get into is a very, very, very important aspect. For example, you want to become a scientist, a central government scientist in CSIR labs. What you have to do? They conduct annual examinations yearly twice. If you take the examination, even MSc is enough. You need not to do PhD to become a scientist in CSIR labs, but you need to clear that exam. If you clear that exam, you can join as a scientist, and later you can do your PhD always. So like this, for everything, there will be a way. You can write IFS, you can write group services, you can write bank exams, you can write IAS examinations, you can write CSR, GATE, NET, SLET. There are so many competitive examinations. You need to know those competitive examinations and try to download the syllabus and connect that syllabus to your regular curriculum and try to become one. And patents and publications, which are very, very important. As I already told you, you need to really develop interest in publications, interest in patenting. It is very important. If you have one patent, you can make your life. That you can do when you are in your student life only. We can guide you at Padma Shri. We can guide you how to do a patent. We can give you ideas which are patentable, which are not patentable, all these things. If you are interested to participate in these things, definitely we will guide you, and you can be in touch with us through our organizers, or you can send a mail, or you can call me, you can send a WhatsApp. Then we will definitely respond to you for your patenting and publication. See, where and when, where all you can work. I don't want to talk about these things. These are all the areas what I'm talking about. You can talk about raw material, you can talk about isolations and purifications, you can get into formulation, you can get into product design and development, scaling up, industrial production, packaging, labeling, whichever subject you take. It may be life sciences, it may be commerce, it may be computer science, it may be anything. In all these places, there is a place for you. Don't think that it is very tough to get a job. Don't get depressed. You can get into nutraceuticals, agricultural products, veterinary drugs, GM crops, herbal industry, homeopathy, Siddha, Unani. You need not be a homeopathy doctor to become a to work in a homeopathy company. You need not be a Siddha or Ayurvedic doctor to work in Ayurvedic company. Even a farmer, a cultivator, agriculture person can work in Ayurvedic company cultivating medicinal plants. You can work as a tissue culturist identifying a technical know-how in developing certain rare plants. You can work as an extractor where you can extract the active principles. You can make a tablet making person. You can work in quality control, quality analysis, and quality assurance of any one of these drugs, whatever I'm talking, all these things. Quality control, water, poultry, fishery, everything will have a quality control. In quality control, you need a biochemist, you need a microbiologist, you need a biotechnologist, you need a chemist, you need a computer person, a data analytics person. Everybody you need, even in quality control department. In each department, you need people from all walks. So don't feel bad that I have to, whether I have to do this or I have to do this. Don't get confused. Try to do what exactly you know and try to master it. You people should be behind you. People should come behind you. Then at Padma Shri, I'll talk for 2 minutes about Padma Shri and then hand over the mic to them. These are all the various programs we offer, and these are all the companies with which we are in tie-up. There are more than 200 companies in our kitty. We talk to them and they come to our institution, and you will be sent for industrial visits, and you will be sent to exciting expert talks. You will be asked to publish papers. You will be asked to do projects in all these subjects. We have an array of subjects. Name a subject in life sciences, almost every subject we are having, starting from genetics to food technology to everything. Then what are the skills required to excel? As I told you, technical skills, communication skills, and knowledge. Knowledge is very, very important. And what is expected? Commitment. Be committed. Whatever you do, if you become a carpenter also, be committed to that. And regularity, punctuality, and doing with the persistence is very, very important. Involvement. Involve in what you are doing. You should forget yourself when you are doing it. And belongingness, own it up and have positive thinking. Don't even think that, oh, I did a mistake. I could have done this. I could have done that. I could have joined in that institution. I could have joined in IIT. Don't even think in those lines. You have to have positive thinking. Wherever you are, think that that is your IIT. Wherever you are, think that that is your own. Whatever you are doing, involve in it and have regularity. And we have the vision of eagle, which can identify from the very high, tall mountains, they can identify a snake, which is its prey. And you have to be as fast as cheetah to grab the opportunities. And you need to work like ants to have the teamwork. With this small success mantra, do what you love is your career and love what you do is your job. With this small introduction about career paths, because we'll be eagerly waiting to listen to Mrs. Madhumati, who is really an excellent speaker. I always excite for her talks. And then I will hand over to Sharada. I thank all of you to be patient on this day and to be with me to learn how to really shape up your career. Hope all our youngsters could able to take some benefit or some one or two important things out of my talk. The purpose of this talk is being done. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, madam, for the excellent presentation. It was a very clear presentation for the students who are confused to choose their path in the post-COVID era and the skills they need to look upon to upgrade themselves for the better placements for their dream jobs. Thank you so much, madam. Now it's open to questions. Participants, you can type your question in the chat box if you have any. Ma'am, just I got one question to my personal chat.
Yeah.
What is the difference between BVoc and BSc?
Yeah. Sharada, BVoc is called as Bachelors of Vocation and BSc is Bachelor of Science. Bachelor of Vocation means they are highly job oriented. Both are undergraduate programs only. Both will fetch the degree. It is equivalent. After BVoc also they can do PG. After BSc also they can do PG. But in BVoc, it is UGC has very specifically mentioned that there should be more skills. When you see the syllabus of BVoc, their practicals will be around 20. And when it comes to BSc, their practical will be 10. They will have more of practical oriented and it is job oriented and industry oriented. sector based. For example, it may be in food sector, or it may be agriculture sector, or automobile sector, or computer sector, sector based. That is why these people who wants to get into jobs after graduation, are people who wants to really get into the applied technical aspects where they need to develop their skills, they have to choose BPharm. People who wants to get into MSc and get into research and get into basic research and applied research, they can get into BSc. At the same time, BSc people will also have equal skills in working in industry. That kind of thing, you need to do some add-on courses. That's all. Okay.
Ma'am, just one more question, ma'am. How the NEP syllabus is beneficial to students?
Okay. NEP is, see, this is a national educational policy. As per the national educational policy, earlier India has got a very good system, education system, Gurukula system, where there will be holistic development. Student will be taught to cook also, they'll be taught to go to forest and bring the firewood and work with the elders. This kind of a system we had, a holistic development we had, including prayers, yoga, everything. But gradually, after Britishers invaded, our educational system is being spoiled. That is being told by one of the person, higher official reported to Britishers, telling that if you spoil Indian educational system, you can spoil the entire country. They have a very good education system. Our Takshashila and Nalanda, when it is being burnt, it was, the libraries are burnt for 3 months. That was the wealth of knowledge what we had. We had answer for every problem, starting from Vimana, making a aircraft to for a rare disease also. But it is gone. Now NEP has been shaped up in such a way that students should be given with a holistic development and focused at the same time. You will be having a major and minor system. And if you do 4 years honors by research on the 4th year, you can do PhD. That means you are saving 1 year. You need not do PhD. You need not do MSc to do the PhD. In a similar way, NEP has got many advantages, and try to choose the subjects what you love again, and you can get into anything, because NEP is being really perfectly structured, and it is the generation which are taking up NEP is really fortunate.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think time is up. We can yes. Switch over to the next speaker, Sharada.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah. For the second talk, I would like to welcome Dr. Madhumati, Director, Program Management, Perfect Day Foods, Bengaluru. Dr. Madhumati, she has Masters in Microbiology from University of Mysore and Doctorate from National Institute of Technology, Surathkal, Mangalore, and she did her postgraduate in Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. She worked as a faculty in PG Department of St. College of Management and Science in Mangalore. I think it's a St. Aloysius College. And also she worked in Maharani Lakshmi Ammani College, Bangalore. Madam is having more than 5 years of experience in pharmaceutical industry with R&D and Q&A and regulatory affairs in the field of cloning and mammalian cell technology. She is having more than 10 years of research experience in microbiology, molecular biology, mammalian cell technology, and immunology. We are so honored by your presence today, madam. Please welcome, and it's over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Sharda, and thank you, Dr. Anuradha, for the wonderful talk. I'll just share my screen, just a moment. Can everybody see my slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks. Good morning, everybody, to all the students. I'm not very sure of what is the
ma'am, excuse
course.
me, can you please change it to presentation mode?
Yeah, sure. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine, ma'am.
Yeah. I was just saying that I'm not very sure what is the level of the students that are there here. I take it that it is graduate and postgraduate students. However, whatever I was supposed to speak or going to speak, I think mostly is covered by Dr. Anuradha. I'll try to give an industry perspective to my talk because mostly whatever is required, I think you have been guided by excellent teachers. I can make out that by Dr. Anuradha, whatever she said is what exactly we need in industry. To start with, we all have a question. So that is what is my talk as well. What next? We all want to excel in our career. We all want to grow, reach higher levels in our career, be it academics or be it industry. Underlining factor for everything is excellence in knowledge. Whether you want to pursue a career in academics, whether you want to pursue a career in industry, that is what we all need, guys. Just remember that excellence is what is required. If you just think that you will just pass the exam and then try to, grow in the career, you may just clear an interview, but you may not grow further. So that is what I always tell everybody. Please be excellent in your topic. That you can do only by understanding the subjects that you're learning. And this is the time that you develop the most. And you do not get that time once you get into professions. You will not have much time to do that. So utilize all the time that you have now. This is my favorite slide. I always get questions. Though at one side we say that there is a lot of scope for biotechnology, and another side we say that why biotechnology? Many people, many youngsters come to me and ask me, do we really have any scope for biotechnology? Have we taken the right course? Will we get anything? Because an IT guy may earn 3 times more than us. So is that a right choice? I always say biotechnology can change lives, which an IT, if you compare the IT sector, it's equally important. I'm not demeaning the sector. However, if we are all, most of us are alive today, it is biotechnology that is the reason behind it, right? Dr. Anuradha rightly said about the vaccine, which would take about 10 to 15 years earlier, is now a question of just a year. It's a miracle that has happened, and it has saved so many lives, guys. So be a proud biotechnologist always. Don't ever hesitate or don't ever have a second thought that why did I take biotechnology? It may be slow, the career growth may be slow, but the satisfaction that it brings you, the satisfaction that the feeling of pride that it gives you is not compared to any other sector. That I can vouch for it. So be very, very happy and proud to be in the biotechnology sector. However, it's not just being in biotechnology, it is the technology combined with hard work and the right attitude that converts the impossible to possible. And biotechnology is a tool that you can make use of it for changing the impossible to possible, which people have done. We have witnessed that in the recent years. It is not an assumption anymore. But always remember, it is the hard work and the attitude combined with your knowledge. That is what it takes you to greater heights always. Please do remember that. I would like to speak a little bit about Perfect Day, because I told I'll give an industry perspective to what career that you want to choose, right? So biotechnology, guys, I may not be giving you exactly what course you should be taking, what are the different government packages that you have or the policies that you have. I'm not aware of those. However, I can tell you what attitude can get you to the industry. Okay, so I belong to a company which believes in bringing a kinder and greener tomorrow. And I'm very proud of this industry, that I'm a part of such a revolutionizing idea. And you may be amazed to hear that the people who are paying us, that is the founders, the co-founders of this company, are the youngest in the company. Ryan Pandya and Perumal Gandhi, these are two young scientists. They were just, I think, 24 or 25, and they started this company, Perfect Day. And this all this started with just an idea. They always wanted to have dairy products, but they are great animal lovers, and they didn't want to harm these animals. We know how these animals are treated in animal husbandry, in poultry, we know the different kinds of antibiotics, hormones they are loaded with, and we know how well they're being taken care of in these places. So Ryan and Perumal never wanted to be a part of that, but still they loved dairy products. So they wanted to have an alternate. So that is the idea where this company began. So you can imagine that no idea is a silly idea. They just wanted to have a good milk without harming an animal. And that led to a company today, and it is paying more than 120 to 150 employees in PD Berkeley at US as well as in India, and they are expanding. The company is now moved to Singapore. We have branches in Singapore. We have branches in Europe. We have branches in different parts of US. It's not a single branch entity anymore. The growth that Perfect Day has seen is excellent. It's amazing. So what do we do in Perfect Day? We bring out dairy products. We all those products that is there in front of Ryan and Perumal there, you can see all those products are made in our company, and it is also marketed in some of the products are marketed in US. We have our milk product in Starbucks US. There are several stores which sell Perfect Day milk. There is cream cheese, there is ice cream. Ice cream was the first product of Perfect Day which saw the market in US, and they're expanding in different places of Europe, Singapore, Hong Kong, and slowly, hopefully in India as well. It will come in future, not currently. So how we do is we make use of microbial flora. It can be a fungi, it can be a yeast, it can be a bacteria, and we take the nature identical, we produce the nature identical protein. When I say nature identical means we do not modify the protein at all. That means you get the exact protein what you will get in the milk, in the bovine milk. The same protein you will also see in the Perfect Day milk. So we take the genes from these animals and then we clone it into a bacteria, yeast, fungi, the different types of expression system, and we screen them. That means we bring in a high throughput screening system there. We screen thousands of clones in a day, and we take the right clone to the fermenter. That is, we scale it up. We take it from 2-liter scale to 400,000 liter scales. So that is the level of scale up that we do. Now, why am I telling all these steps? Now you can see the job opportunity at each of these steps. Okay, we have molecular biology. We have a high throughput analytical system that is required. We need a fermenter specialist. We need a scale-up specialist. We need a manufacturing, a specialist as well. You can see the number of sectors that I have told in just producing a single protein that we are interested to produce. And not just this, there has so many other aspects, like we need to bring in a quality protein out. It is not just the quantity, it's always the quality. So how we make the protein to have highest quality? So there is a role for the quality specialist. There is a role for the person who tells us what kind of quality should reach the market. That is the regulatory aspect. So the regulatory people play a very important role. Without their input, a fermenter specialist cannot work. So can you see the link between the regulatory person and the fermenter? Fermenter, you always think it is, I just grow the organism in the fermenter and I produce a product, right? So it is not always just the science, guys. It always, when it comes to an application, how the product reaches the market, how the product, what should be the quality of the product in the market. So that is specified to us, or us in the sense, the person who is doing the job on the lab, by a regulatory specialist. So there are so many other aspects just than being a scientist in a biotechnology industry. I think somebody raised a hand. You can interrupt me and ask the question. Was there a question in between?
Ma'am, we can take questions after your session.
Okay, but I don't mind being interrupted. That is okay. So, but I'll continue now. Okay, so what I'm saying is, in Perfect Day, we are a biotechnology company, but we are also a food-based company. So we are not pharma, wherein the therapeutic molecules come out. We bring in food products, but through a biotechnology way. So that is our specialty. So we are an alternate protein company at Perfect Day. What do you mean by an alternate protein? We bring in nature identical protein. We do not modify it in any ways, but we do not use the actual expression or the actual the host, whether it is a plant protein, whether it is a mammalian protein. We produce everything in microbial system. So that is why it is called an alternate protein expression system. And there are so many companies coming up now. You might have heard about Beyond Meats, Impossible Food. So there are all these people are trying to make meat without butchering the animals. So it's such a novel way and novel thinking. So these ideas are bringing in new companies out, new startups, and that is where, guys, you play a biggest role. So that is a brief about my company. I can speak about it a little later, take questions later on that. Okay, so coming back to the different branches of biotechnology, I don't have to spend much time here. You all know what are the different branches that we can have in the biotechnology. But what is it that I want to tell about the scope of each of these branches in industry? The left side of my table, you are aware of that. Most of you are aware of it. You join any industry as intern, and then you become a permanent employee there, become a research scientist, and then there are various departments that you can contribute and grow. And all these are R&D sectors. On my left side, what you see is all our R&D sectors. Whereas on the right side, it is a extension of the R&D labs. R&D is the bread and butter of any biotechnology company, whether it is food based or whether it is pharma based. It is the bread and butter. It is the scientists who actually bring out the product, but scientists cannot do their job alone. Okay, so there are so many other expertise required in order to bring a product finally into the market. That's what just I was saying. In Perfect Day, what are the different sectors that we are mainly working on? So the cream area of these days industry, whether it is a food based or a pharma industry, are the ones which I've highlighted in red here. It is mainly the EHS, the environmental health and safety specialists. We need quality assurance, that is QA specialists. We need regulatory affairs specialists, project managers, and we need data scientists. Guys, these are very, very important that you also think about these aspects of a biotechnology industry, food or pharma. All of them require these kind of specialists. So everybody knows. So because why am I emphasizing these roles in an industry is, everybody tells, when I ask the student, what do you want to become? They said, I want to become a mol bio specialist. I want to do cloning. I want to be a DSP person, that is the downstream processing person. This is not just the biotech industry. Okay, there are so many. It's I can say it's an oceans of opportunity in biotech industry. Only thing that you should know that these things exist. Internship is one of the best way to understand how exactly an industry works. Dr. Anuradha was right on that. That you learn, you just go there, observe, and understand what an industry can offer you. However, you guys are lucky that you have so many awareness programs that already you will know what are the things that you can develop your skills with. So you, even for all these specific areas, I'm talking about EHS, it may be QA, RA, or program management. Your fundamental knowledge is a must, guys. Whatever field you go, the extensions of R&D, you need to know your basic biotechnology knowledge, because that is where you will be able to take your career forward. How you can groom yourself, it all depends upon how much knowledge you gather now. That will allow you to go forward. Let me just give you a small example of a friend as well as myself. I'll come to it later. My friend, she couldn't even do MSc. We completed our MSc, and I did my MSc in microbiology, and then I moved further And because of some family emergency, she couldn't do MSc, but then she took a diploma course in DFRL. It offers 11 months course, but now I'm not sure, but I think it is still there. These courses are still there. I think your teachers are excellent in guiding you guys through such courses. DFRL 11 months course, and then she joined CFTRI as a research scientist, not even research scientist, I guess it was a very entry level position. But what I appreciate about her is her passion about learning. And in CFTRI, she worked for about a year, where she was working for ITC products, because ITC gives their product to test in CFTRI. You see how destiny can take you to greater heights, only provided that you are prepared and you are ready to grab the opportunity. So she was working in a ITC product in CFTRI as a technician, and ITC really was impressed with her accuracy in the studies, and they offered her the job. So she joined ITC as a technician at an entry level job without MSc. She just did a diploma BSc and then a diploma of DFRL. She continued, she joined the ITC company, and she worked there for 12 years. And then these 12 years, her growth was amazing. She joined as technician, and then she moved into quality. And then from the quality, she also moved into regulatory. So when she came out of ITC after 12 years, she was an expert in regulatory affairs. So this is how she groomed herself. She understood what she is good at, and she worked on those things. And that is not at just that, she also went to several courses and made herself really strong in these subjects. Today, she is a head of regulatory affairs in another food company. I will not tell the name, and many other companies are offering her even a higher salary than what she is. You guys cannot even imagine the salary, guys. So that is the level she is. And she completed her MSc through correspondence course later on nutrition-based course. Now she's also she didn't stop learning even today. She has taken a course on IIT, offered from IIT on regulatory affairs. So this is learning never ends, guys. You guys need to keep yourself updated. This is where you're starting now. Excellent place to be. And then what got you till here will not get there. That is what we believe. So if you have to get further heights in your career, you need to literally update yourself, and do not think that R&D is the only place you can excel. No, it's not the case. You can always grow in an industry or in academics, in whichever field that you will understand you are good at. For me, if you take my example, I did my MSc. I went quite methodically in the beginning, and then I took a different route, worked as an academician for about 10 years of my career. And then during which I did my PhD, I was working as a faculty, and then I did my postdoc from IISc, then moved from there to industry. Now, for the last 9 years, I'm in an industry, initially a pharma industry, now a food-based industry. Now I'm not in R&D anymore. I have moved to program management. There is a slight difference between project and program management, but it all still boils down to the skills that we have and we have developed. So I have also taken multiple courses to keep myself updated. That is a must. So always remember that these add-on courses are very, very important. And molecular biology is not always only the biotechnology course that you can think of. So these things I think I do not have to spend much time on, but I'll just talk about certain certification courses because Dr. Anuradha has already told you guys everything that is required. The certification courses are very important. So please do make sure. Some of this you may even do after a year of experience in any industry. Say join as intern is the best way to get into an industry. In our company now, for the last 2 years, unfortunately, because of COVID, the internship was closed, but now it is opened. We are open for interns, and if we like their performance, they are offered on-roll jobs. So they will be absorbed as scientists, and then their career can begin from there further. During which you still should consider yourself, doing more courses, regulatory affairs, business development, depending upon your interest, of course, data science, PMP, and why I mentioned PMP course. PMP is nothing but project management professional course from PMI. PMI is a project management institute, US based. It's kind of a university for program management. Please look at the authenticity of these courses. Do not do these courses or certification courses from anything that is, there are 101 online platforms which gives you these courses now. Please don't do a PMP course from any other place other than PMI is worthless. So please be sure that you are getting the right guidance. You consult people who are there in this field and ask them which is the right place to go and take up these courses. So similarly, QA. In QA, there are so many other so many courses. You can even become a freelancing consultant if you do a lot of courses. If you are having certifications in your pocket, in addition to your degree, you can even work as a consultant. You don't have to work as a part of any company. You can work in multiple companies because you're consultant for different companies. So that is again a possibility. So do not restrict yourself ever. You guys need to seize the opportunity as and when it comes to you. So be prepared. When I say be prepared, what it means to be prepared is to be very thorough about your work. It may be just a simple experiment, a Bradford estimation that you're doing. You need to know the principle of that Bradford estimation, guys. And that is the kind of question that you will be asked when you are going as intern or when you're going to move from intern to scientist. Don't think that from intern to scientist, you'll be easily taken. You will be again asked to get into an interview, prove yourself, and then only you will be given the opportunity to join as a scientist or any other position in the company. So don't take it for granted if you have become intern. So you need to further, you should be really, really sure of what you're doing. Know the principle, know the basic mechanism of every reaction that you're performing in the lab. So that is what is preparedness at your level. So if you are prepared that way, definitely you will be able to take up any opportunity that is coming onto your way. Please do change your mindset. Don't be rigid. That doesn't work in the industry. If you're very, very rigid, that you say that I'll do only this, then I'll never be able to grow. Again, I would like to bring my friend's example. If she was very rigid and say that I will not work now in quality, I will not work in regulatory, she wouldn't be the person what she is today. So please be agile, got to be very earnest. You need to have the positive mindset about which Dr. Anuradha already mentioned, and be the differentiator, guys, be the differentiator. If Ryan and Perumal did not think of that idea and they hesitated to even discuss that idea with others, they would not have been running a company today and paying so many of us. We are nearly 20-year elder to those guys, and they are paying all of us. And we feel so proud of them to be a part of such an association, so Perfect Day as such is a differentiator because it thought differently. It is bringing out products in a different way. And it is definitely making an impact to the environment in a positive manner. So that is what is being, that is what I mean by being differentiator. And you can be a differentiator by how you think. And how can you be a differentiator? Only when you know the subject very well. If you do not know, if you just download the PPTs that is there in the internet and write your exam, you can never be the differentiator. You will never be able to achieve your dreams because everybody has dreams. Even the person who by hearts and comes has dream, but unfortunately it will never succeed only because that person has not given that kind of effort to achieve their dreams. So please remember, downloading from the internet and writing the exam maybe just help you to passing the exam, but growth ends there. You will not be able to go anywhere further. So please understand what you read, what you learn, and that is what will help you to become the differentiator. And please do not hesitate. Please collaborate. In Perfect Day, we always believe that change doesn't happen overnight and it doesn't happen alone. So we have to collaborate. If you're a scientist, if you are a person who is wanting to bring in a change, then you have to collaborate. You have to discuss. You have to build in your network. Always make sure that you or don't be in a fear that, okay, my ideas will be taken away by others. You got to be cautious, definitely. The way you put in your ideas, you have to make sure that you put it in the right way. But if you are the inventor of that idea, be confident that nobody else will be able to materialize it except for me. So that is the confidence that you guys need to have. And once you have that confidence, you will not hesitate to speak with others. And another way that hesitation can come in is you are insecure. Please don't be insecure, because if you are speaking about some idea, nobody else knows about it. You are the master of that idea, right? So you shouldn't be hesitating. You guys need to speak up. You guys need to, network with each other. But at the same time, be a bit cautious. The way you put it, you got to be a bit smart in how you can present your ideas, how you can collaborate with others. So that is what will take you to greater heights. So I end here. So this is what I thought I was able to give you the gist. Exactly depend the type of courses. I'm sorry, I will not be able to give you those details. But please make sure that you have excellent knowledge when you come out of your universities. Plus, do the courses from authentic sources. Seek guidance, speak to others, and I'm sure you will succeed. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much, madam. It was very precise and relevant. And you give rays of hope and positive energy to all our science stream students. And you also encouraged everyone to choose the right choice that is most needed in this post-pandemic situation. And I want to mention that you have told about the add-on courses. Really, it's very important and it will be very useful to participants. Thank you so much, madam. You have motivated a lot today. And students, participants, if you have any queries, you are please type it in the chat box. Dr. Madhumati will be pleased to answer. Madam, I got a question. How exactly basic science and applied science it's different? Of more of being professionally stable.
Okay. See, guys, if I can give an example of basic science, we all grew up with basic sciences. When we did our studies, there were not much of applied sciences available. We are the ones from the batches of chemistry, botany, zoology, the CBZ group. The basic sciences, very important, very, very important, because that is what tells you what is the, essence of every subject. Okay. However, applied sciences these days gaining importance only because they are more translatable. Like, for example, biotechnology course, microbiology, applied microbiology is what I would say is applied sciences. So applied sciences will always help you to translate your basic knowledge into some impactful technology. Industry always believes in applied sciences. However, without that basic knowledge, applied sciences is nowhere. You will not be able to apply your knowledge if you do not have the fundamentals of the subjects. Okay, so applied sciences are good. And I would always say, at your undergraduation level, take up the basic sciences and then broaden your knowledge with applied sciences, because you are thorough with your the three basic essence of biology, chemistry, botany, zoology. Nowadays, I know there are so many different courses at undergraduate, but nothing to beat the basic science there. Because if you have done all these three, you are good to go with the your what do you say? Your border becomes broadened, your horizon is broadened because you have the basic knowledge. chemistry is very important. We think that, okay, if I go into biotechnology, I don't need I don't need chemistry. No, chemistry is the must. Chemistry, you need to know every reaction that you are performing. It is basically, it boils down into chemistry. So chemistry is very important. Botany, if you know the plant background. If you have done zoology, you know the animal kingdom. I may be very conservative by saying this, but even I think at the undergraduate level, if you know about your basics, I think even in biotechnology course as well as microbiology, you do learn the basics in undergraduate level. But these basic sciences are very important. Take up courses in such a way that you have more opportunities to spread your wings as you go higher. So more basic you are at your undergraduate level, the bigger is your opportunity as you grow further. So applied sciences, I think, should come. I may be conservative in saying that, but that definitely gives you a lot of opportunities.
Thank you, madam. And one more question. Which subject of life science is proven to be a professional course?
I cannot I cannot pinpoint a particular life science subject, because in industry, we welcome everybody. It all depends upon how you fare well. If you are strong in your subject, you can do well in anything. I did microbiology, but I don't do anything related to microbiology today. Similarly, people who have done some courses, it all depends upon, guys, how you perceive your role. Once you join, these courses will help you to get into the industry. Okay. And we give importance to all the subjects. Don't worry that if you have not taken, people who are in biochemistry feel, oh, I should have taken microbiology. People who have taken microbiology feel that I should have taken biochemistry, I would have had more opportunities. Nothing like that. At the entry level, we give importance to all the subjects. It can be, we even consider people from chemistry, because we sometimes need people who have that strong chemistry background, even for biotechnology studies. Even for, say, for example, if we are looking at somebody who has to do a downstream purification of the protein, we will look for a chemistry guy as well. So don't worry about the courses that you have taken or what courses you should be. It all depends upon your interest. If you are interested in microbiology, go for it. If you are interested in biochemistry, go for it, because at the entry level, all these courses have equal importance in industry. I hope I've answered that question.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining with us today.
Sorry?
Thanks for joining with us today, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Yeah. Guys, kindly check the chat box for the feedback link. It is requested everyone to give your valuable feedback.
Thanks, Dr. Sharda. I think I'll take a leave from everybody now. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, on behalf of my institute, Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences, I extend a very heart vote of thanks to our speaker, Dr. M. Manurada and Dr. Madhumati Madam, for making excellent presentation, and it was so interesting and meaningful. And I would like to thank all the coordinators for the events for making this seminar a success. And I would like to thank all my colleagues for encouraging the students to participate and also guiding the participants too. And guys, I want to inform you that we have organized one more webinar on this Saturday, 17th July, for scholarship and educational loans available for students who are stepping into higher education in both India and abroad. I request all the participants to join with the same link provided today. Kindly pass this information to your friends or families, those who need. Thanks once again. Thanks for joining. We will meet on Saturday. Thank you. Yeah, Indu madam, you can.